by Lee Clinton. And I know Lee can't wait to get at me. And he says, for $2, he said, I thought faith without works is dead. Oh, that's a very good point, Lee. And I can get into that. We can talk about that. He is referencing James chapter 2. I think it's verse 24, if I'm not mistaken. But I know it's James chapter 2. That's what he's talking about. And I agree. Faith without works is dead. But I'm gonna explain that, and I'm gonna debunk the lies that are taught from that verse. People are twisting James's words and making it seem like he's saying something that it's not. And we're gonna get into that. So please,
So I didn't get to this question the other day when I was doing that live stream, and I really did want to, but I just got distracted with everything that was going on. And so now I'm gonna take the time to explain it like I wanted to then. So yes, like I said, I agree with this verse. Faith without works is dead. But what does that mean exactly? So 9 times out of 10, when someone is bringing up this verse, what they're trying to say is that this verse is saying that faith without works is not real, or faith without works does not exist. So by saying that if you're gonna really have faith, then you will have works, or that if you truly believe, if you truly mean what you said, then faith will always come along with it. But the problem with that is a problem that I find with a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to the Bible, is a very fundamental lacking understanding of the English language. Is something that is dead non-existent? Like, if I were to fall over dead right now, would I cease to exist? Like, would my body evaporate, or would my spirit just be out of my body? If I was dead, then that would mean that I'm inactive. That would mean that I am now useless. That would mean that my spirit has been separated from my body. That does not mean that I don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? First off, I have a soul that is eternal. So my soul would be in heaven and I'd be alive, according to the Bible, because people who are in heaven are alive. But even my physical body that is here, it's still here. You can still see it. It still exists. Like, my physical body still exists even if it's dead. And so even if your faith is dead, your faith still exists. I heard a pastor give the example of, a car without an engine is dead, but the car is still there, right? You just can't, it's not doing anything. That's the point, is that your faith is not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. It's not producing anything. It's dead, but it still exists. You see what I'm saying? And this is a concept that is proved in other places in the Bible. In Acts 10:42, 2 Timothy 4:1, and 1 Peter 4:5, the opposite of dead is not existing, or the opposite of dead is not real. The opposite of dead is quick, and quick is King James terminology for alive. So if you're a Christian, because that's who he's talking to at the beginning of the verse, at the beginning of the chapter, he says brethren, so he's speaking to Christians. So if you're a Christian and you're not doing anything about your Christianity, you're not soul winning, you're not active in church, you're not loving on people, then your faith is dead. Your faith is not serving anybody. It's not alive. It's not active. It's not producing anything. It's not going anywhere. It's just dead. It's stagnant. That's what that verse is saying. And to say that, your faith is not real, you don't really believe, you don't really have faith if you're a Christian, then, or if you're not doing anything, then first off, that's just a fundamental misunderstanding of the text and what the Bible, says. But it's also just a misunderstanding of English, because that's not something that is dead is still in existence, for Pete's sake.